On the eve of the summit, celebrations in the streets of Moscow bring allies in war together again. But what happens when the party is over?
This is the CBS Evening News with Dan Rather in Moscow and Connie Chung in Boston.
Good evening. All the mixed feelings the world has on this 50th anniversary of VE Day were on display here in Moscow today. There was mourning for the millions who died, hope for peace, anger and anguish over the suffering that's still being inflicted by military force. For the Russians, it was also a day of nostalgia for their superpower past. A little of the old Soviet Union came back to life today in Red Square. Greetings, comrades, says Marshal Viktor Kulikov. 4,000 veterans answered, "Greetings, Comrade Marshal." Then they marched, beginning the largest celebration of VE Day since 1945. Young Russian soldiers in World War II vintage uniforms honored the veterans. Nothing will ever overshadow the soldiers' achievement. Russia's President Boris Yeltsin declared, "I bend my knee to you, dear veterans." No other country, allied or enemy, suffered so much. Hitler's surprise attack in 1941 laid waste to vast tracts of the Soviet Union. The German war machine drove all the way to the gates of Moscow before being stopped. For the next 3.5 years, the Soviets waged a massive campaign to crush the Nazis. But the price was high. Some 27 million Soviets died during the war.
There were Russians and Belarusians, Uzbeks and Jews, Ukrainians, Armenians, Georgians, and more. These numbers numb the mind and defy comprehension.
The Red Square parade was by invitation only. But the opening of a huge new Victory Museum, Monument, and Park just down the road was for everyone.
It's a good day, good people, and nice celebration for us.
Today's military parade was a throwback to a proud military past, now tarnished by the war in Chechnya. But this parade was a hard message to all from Russia's still large, still nuclear military.
Everyone has a right to be proud of our past.
There were celebrations all across the old Soviet Union. In Kiev, St. Petersburg, and Murmansk. And in Moscow, there were tributes small and large. A national holiday that even American tourists appreciated.
I think it feels like 4th of July or something.
It is.
50 years ago, Soviets celebrated the end of a heroic struggle. Today's celebrations were for survivors and memories of fallen comrades. Tonight, the Moscow ceremonies ended with a bang. Thousands of people in Red Square cheered the fireworks display. President Clinton lavished praise on the Russian people today and called for cooperation and sharing. Tomorrow, he'll face the tough issues in his talks with Boris